everyone, and welcome to Talking Sports Live. I'm your host tonight, Jamye Horton. Our my co-host Rob J is taking a much-needed vacation, and we wish him where we go. We get a lot of sun wherever he's going, and we'll welcome him back next week. But tonight is a very special night as we are here at Iron Horse Grill in downtown Jackson. You got good food, good atmosphere, just everything is just delightful about this place. And we have the general manager, Mr. Andy Nessison, who's joining us tonight to talk a little bit about the restaurant, when they open, a history of it, things of that nature. How you doing, man?
Doing great. Doing great. Glad to be here.
Glad to be all right. Absolutely. First of all, I gotta read our sponsors so we can pay some bills. How about that?
Let's do it.
All right. Our sponsors are Mac and Bones, 18-hole private themed miniature golf course. It's located at 1 Mac and Bones Boulevard in Pearl, offering affordable entertainment with options for birthday parties and private functions. For more information, please call 601-932-4653. Pendleton and Trim Alarm Services, let us in. We'll keep them out. Phone number is 601-939-5231. And for a limited time, Pendleton and Trim will give all new customers 3 months of free monitoring when you mention that you heard this on Talking Sports Live. Talk Story Financial Partners, your story, your bank, with offices in Metro Jackson, Oxford, South Haven, and Memphis. Phone number is 601-709-7777. Willie T. Abson's law firm. Attorney Abson is considered one of Mississippi's top-rated personal injury lawyers and general super lawyers. The number is 601-487-8839. Mansell Media and Marketing Agency, a full-service advertising and marketing agency. We offer full-service creative and design services, from designing your own business logo and business collateral to advertising in all types of media to actionable social media posts. The number is 601-339-2040. Richard Shaw of Diagnostics Promotion. He's the official clothier of Talking Sports Live. His number is 601-353-1956. More and More Sports Management, where their motto is, we'll give you more. Number is 601-260-3509. And ways to connect to Talking Sports Live is on Facebook, YouTube, and X, which used to be Twitter. For sponsorship, advertising, and program syndications and distribution, call Inspirational Communications Group at 601-218-0425. You can see Talking Sports Live every Sunday night on The Loop from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. And I'll tell you what, I'm out of breath.
It's a lot. It's a mouthful, isn't it?
I can have it. How you been doing?
Doing great.
Look, we want to. This is a beautiful place right here at Iron Horse Grill. You want to, expound on the history of it, a little bit about yourself too.
Sure.
How you came into, being a general manager of this place and where you're from, things like that.
So when you think about downtown Jackson, obviously the Iron Horse Grill is certainly a staple. It's one of those spots where, it's got great memories. It's got a lot of history here in downtown Jackson, starting out at the Armor Smokehouse, going back to 1906 until 1970. And then Iron Horse Grill came along in 86. The executive chef, Pierre Pryor Sr., just retired, by the way. He's fine. He retired in January, but he was a great run. Incredible person, chef, creator of our cuisine. Now it's our turn to carry that legacy on. And so, we started it, but we bought the property back in 08. We opened in 13, and it's like riding a bike, getting on and carrying on that tradition here in downtown Jackson. And great food, great service, clean restaurant. And we've been doing it well, and enjoy what we do each and every day while we're here to carry on this legacy here inside the Iron Horse Grill. Again, historic building, got a lot of great stories, and it's been a great run so far here, and we look forward to a bright future ahead.
Well, tell everyone where you're from. We had a little talk, off camera about where you're from, how you got into the business. Let everybody know about that.
Yeah, from Northwest Florida, Pensacola. Grew up there and always been in the restaurant game my entire life. I've washing dishes and shucking oysters back home at the age of 15. I've spent many years both, as an hourly worker, as a server in the front of the house, bartender, and just kind of worked my way through the ranks. Got my undergrad at South Alabama in Mobile, and then worked my way to the SIP. Got here in 08, and Mississippi's treated me so well, I'm not going. I decided to plant roots here, and it's treated me well, so I enjoy it, and it's been a great run. And I started this actually in 2012 when we took over the construction and rebuilt the footprint, same footprint that was here back in the 80s and 90s. And, and then just kind of carried that on, both as a gene, and then recently buying my partners out, and now I got it all to myself. So it's been a great run. It's one of those dreams in our business where, you get in there and you put in the work, and one day you have a slice of the pie.
Well, I tell you what, Andy, this is football country, as you know, just like Florida. But Mississippi is a different kind of football country. I mean, on Fridays and Saturday nights, you already know what people are.
That's right.
And tonight we begin our coverage of high school and college football programs. And tonight we have Hinds Community College head coach Chris Jones, Belhaven head coach Coach Nightingale, and Milsaps head coach Mr. Lechtenberg. So we're here and to preview their season, how it's going, what they're looking for, what they may be missing, what they maybe have gained, things of that nature. I know their outlook on the season. And next week we'll do the SWAC schools, which will be Alcorn, Mississippi Valley, and Jackson State. And then beginning in September, we'll do the SEC in-state schools, Mississippi State, University of Mississippi, and we also do from the Sun Belt Conference, the University of Mississippi. So, speaking of here, like, are your football nights like busy like Friday and Saturday nights?
We early. So they come in early before the game, and then depending on where the game is, you think about in high school, if those games wrap up at 9:30, then we see that late night crowd come in after dinner or after for a late night dinner. And then on Saturdays, it's a mixed bag, because if Milsaps is playing early in the day, then we're going to see them in the afternoon. If JSU's got a midday game, then you're likely going to see them for dinner. And, we always get excited about this time of the year because we know what's coming. Whether you're in town in Jackson, or if you're coming home from Hattiesburg, or if you're up north and heading back to the house, we're always going to play a part in that in some capacity.
Well, tell us about the menu here. What kind of food you serve. Do you what kind of beverages and things?
Sure. So it's a full service restaurant. We've got a lot of, just when you think about the diversity in that menu, cuisine, hand cut steaks, fresh salads, burgers. You've got tradition with Chef Pierre was going back to the Tex-Mex, and so you've got enchiladas, beef and chicken enchiladas. You've got fresh fajitas. You've got chimichangas, and so it just really depends. I mean, the thing that we pride ourselves in that menu is just making sure that it encompasses everything. I mean, you're thinking, oh, I'm on Tex-Mex, then you're like, oh, they got hand cut steaks too. So it's one of their, it's approachable, it's reasonable, it's affordable for guests. And so that's what we really try to take a lot of pride in, and getting that out each and every day. And during the season, I mean, we see on average 4,500 guests a week come here to downtown to dine with us. So it's a great time.
Well, I tell you what, we had our getting out school party here. In May when we got out, and school paid for it, and so he said, "Hire anything you want, get anything." So I'm going to get catfish.
Fried catfish.
That fried catfish.
Delta,
yes.
Delta catfish. Yep, that comes from Itavina.
Mississippi.
Heartland Catfish. They do a great job of it.
Yes. I tell you what, it's a beautiful place. It really is. I love what you've done with the place, and a lot of people don't realize when they come here and when they come upstairs. I want them you to elaborate what they may see.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So one of the things that makes this place so unique is that you can come in here, not only dine and have, great drinks and great service, but you can also enjoy live music throughout 4 nights a week, where we do live entertainment on Thursday, Friday, Saturday night, and then we do a jazz brunch on Sunday. And then when you've got out of town guests that come through, they get to enjoy the Mississippi Music Experience, which is located on the second floor. It's free to the public. It encompasses all genres of music: rock, country, blues, gospel, and everything in between. But what's really neat about it is that it explores the history of the restaurant, or not just the blues, what's really kind of focused on the music that we listen to today, and kind of shape that, whether it's rock, country, blues, everything going back to the juke joint era all the way to present day and in between. So it's a great history lesson for those that aren't from here as well.
You like the blues?
I love the blues.
Really?
Absolutely.
You listened to the blues in Florida?
No, I did not.
Not
until I got to Mississippi.
Really?
And then I immediately fell in love with it.
Who's your favorite blues singer?
Robert Johnson.
Okay.
Robert Johnson, for sure.
Okay.
That's one of those. But you know what? We got a lot of local talent here in Mississippi.
We do.
Jesse Robinson's got a blues marker right outside of our restaurant. And he's been one of those folks that have, and when you think about blues and Mississippi music, Jesse Robinson is one of those names that definitely comes up. So if you come to the restaurant, get a picture outside there. And he plays here once a quarter. Try to come in here and plays with the band on Saturday nights once a quarter. He's got a date coming up in September. So check our calendar out at theironhorsegrill.com and see when he's playing. The show starts at 7 o'clock.
When are your hours?
Hours of operation, we're open for lunch and dinner on Monday through Saturday from 11 a.m. We close at 9 Monday through Wednesday, open till 10 on Thursday, and then 11 on Friday and Saturday. And then we do a jazz brunch from 10:30 to 3 on Sunday.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what, man, we encourage everyone to come out to taste some of this delicious food down here at Iron Horse Grill. If you haven't been here, it's a shame. Just come on down here and enjoy some of the food, the great atmosphere. You got the musicians down there playing, saxophonists.
Absolutely.
When we came here that day, when we came here that day, I think they had a little
Todd
saxophone.
Bobo plays on Sundays.
He's really good, and he had the crowd jumping. But I'll tell you what, anything else you want to add or anything for you?
Always tell guests when they come in here, try the beef enchiladas. Those are fantastic.
The enchiladas?
Enchiladas. Beef enchiladas are hands down one of our favorites, along with the shrimp and grits or the Chef Pierre's chicken habanero pasta.
That's your favorite?
Fan favorite.
That's
Sure.
your favorite.
I'd go with the beef enchiladas.
Well, mine is the catfish.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you right now. That's
Catfish is good, though. It's a staple.
I love
It's a name you know and trust in this house. That's for
right.
sure.
I tell you, well, we thank you for joining us.
Absolutely.
I appreciate you, man.
Absolutely. My pleasure.
We hope you come back soon one
Yeah,
day.
absolutely. Love to be a
great
part of it.
relationship.
Looking forward to football season.
That's right. It's right around the corner.
All
And
right.
speaking of football season, our next guest will be Hinds Community Head Coach Chris Jones. We'll be right back on Talking Sports Live.
What does the name Story mean to you? Our team put a lot of thought in what story means to them.
Story to me, I think of the word legacy. I think of family, I think of people, I think of relationships. I think some of my most fond memories are sitting around listening to stories, and stories from all different backgrounds, all different cultures, all different types of family relationships, professional relationships, and how those relationships kind of transcend time.
Every day we tell our story, the story of our associates, of our clients, of the communities that we serve. That's the essence of the soul of the bank, and it's why being storytellers is so compelling to us, because we've been telling our story for the last 4 years, and now we can go out and really show the market who we are.
Being able to tell the story and incorporating that in our name, to me, is a sense of pride.
It's just a continuation of the people we serve every day, and their individual stories that have made this place so special.
We are trying to change from being seen as just a commercial bank to a bank that is for anyone and everyone, because we are. And that is why we want to change to Story Financial Partners, because we want to know what your story is, what brings you to us, and how we can be a part of your story.
We're growing, we're evolving, and I see us being very successful.
The future of the bank is so bright, you need sunglasses. I mean, it's incredible.
Our future is like it is now, continues to be bright and growing, and will always go upward.
I am very excited. I see it as reading a suspenseful novel based on a true story, of course, because we've had a wonderful beginning, and where we're headed here is a to be continued experience. I'm excited because we should never put a period there. We should always put a comma, because there are greater things to happen with our story. To be continued.
And welcome back here at Iron Horse Grill, located at 320 West Pearl Street in Jackson, Mississippi. Phone number is 601-398-0151. And we have a very special guest here tonight. My good friend, my buddy, my pal, Hinds Community College football coach, Chris Jones. How you doing, coach?
I'm good.
You all right?
Can't complain.
Always, look, it's that time of the year, ain't it?
Yeah, it's close.
Well, tell us right now about what you got the guys doing, and when you gonna open camp, and things of that nature.
But right now, everybody at home, So last week was the last week of summer school, so they get like a little 2-week break, and they report back August 2nd, which is the Sunday, and Monday, man, it's time to rock and roll. So I'm just waiting patiently, and just trying to make sure everything is done when they get there, so we won't have to, do some stuff that we should have did, while the kids were gone. But just kind of cleaning up some stuff right now, just being prepared, and like I said, just wait.
So tell me what's the outlook of the team, so far. I know they're not in practice, but what do you feel the outlook of the team? Any newcomers that may be impactful, And I know you probably lost a lot of the kids. That's how community college football works, of course. But any newcomer that may make it a certain impact right away.
It's hard to say right now. We don't have pads on. Football is a game you got to play with pads on. I mean, we've been in shorts and shirts, so everybody look good, but we want to be physical, and ain't but one way to do it. So we're gonna know come August 3rd when we get there and get everybody in some pads and just kind of get a feel of who we really are. I think I got an idea, but I feel like we got a chance to be good. How good is going to be determined on what we do on a day-to-day.
So, you, of course, played at Jackson State and was part of those, great football program. Do you patent the way you coach and even the offensive and defensive systems around the system that was at Jackson State when you was there?
Yes and no. I think the more you coach or the more you do something, you kind of gain knowledge from different people along the way, and you kind of want to make it your own. So all the way back from my high school days, even junior high days, I had some good coaches. But to me, it all came down to the same thing with smart, tough, and discipline, right? So no matter what it looks like, it has to have those ingredients for me. So, but the main ingredient that all of them had also was hard work. Like you got to outwork people. You can't make no excuses. I feel like that's the recipe for success. You might be bigger, you might be faster, but you're not gonna outwork me. Hard enough, long enough, good stuff gonna happen.
I tell you what, you got a tough schedule. You got a pretty good tough schedule. Your first game is August 27th against Itawamba. That will be a home game. September 3rd, you go to East Mississippi. They always tough away. September 10th, you host Holmes Community College. September 17th, you go to Southwest. It's down in Summit, Mississippi. September 24th, you got the South champions from last year, East Central Community College. October 1st, you go to Mississippi Delta in Moorhead. October 8th, at Pearl River Community College in Perkinson. October 15th, you host Copiah Lincoln. Everybody call it Colin. October 22nd, you go to Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College on the coast. And October 29th, you close at home against Jones College. Any game on here you probably, looking forward to, or, you want a little revenge, or, that may be the team you probably need to beat, or anything like that?
It ain't about them, it's about us. It's about us. August 3rd, getting better every day, being the best version of us. I feel like we be the best version of us. Like, we'll be fine. I can't worry about the other people. I got to take care of what's in the house and just make sure we're doing what we're supposed to do on the day-to-day to give ourselves a chance when those dates occur. But right now, we're just focusing on us.
Last year, what place did you guys finish
at? Third. Yes. We win, we first, we lose, we third. And we lost the last game to Gulf Coast.
You lost to Gulf Coast.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah, you took over East Central. I think you beat them. Right?
We beat them. Colin made it, but we beat them, but they beat Gulf Coast, yes. So and we lost Gulf Coast. It's one of the great scenarios. Yeah, that's hats off to them though. Good teams, good programs, but right now we're trying to focus on us.
Yeah, it become a better program also.
Most definitely.
Yes, of course. Any, like I would say, I know you say you're not putting on pads right now, but any kid that you are looking forward to see with pads on.
Jalen Ruffin, my quarterback. I think he's the best in the nation. I stand on the table for him. I think, when you got a quarterback, you always got a chance to win. I don't care if it's Pee Wee football. He's a really good one. He fits what we're looking for. We're talking about being a Hinds Eagle. Like I said, smart, tough, and disciplined. He's the hardest working kid. And, when your best players are your hardest workers, like I feel like the rest of the guys going to follow along. But Jalen Ruffin is special. We got some guys around him, but it's not a one-man show by no means. It takes everybody. So I'm excited to see how everybody, just continue to work on their craft on a day-to-day and come August 22nd, put it all together so we can have some fun.
I tell you what, Coach, a lot of people don't realize this, but you've really been on one all your life. I mean, you started off in a program that has, numerous state championships in Knoxville County. Then you went on to Jackson State, of course, tradition there. And then in the coaching realm, you eventually became the head coach at Starkville, and now you're the head coach at Hinds Community College. So what did you take away when you were growing up in Knoxville County that made you who you are right now?
You just got to work. Like, I'm going to say that forever. Like, work. Ain't nobody going to outwork me. Like, that's just how it is. That's how I was raised. You got to be tough. You got to be, like, bigger than whatever excuse that may happen. Like, it ain't about that. It's about adapting and overcoming and, finding a way. Like, we don't make excuses. whatever it takes. And it's gonna be some good days, gonna be some bad days, but you got to stay consistent. All right, so that's something that we've always been big on, just consistently working. You can't work on Monday and take Tuesday and Wednesday off and come back Thursday and say you had a good work week, right? So I'm about just grinding and embracing the grind, and just let the results be what the results are once you grind. And I think once you grind, you're gonna have some really, really good results, though.
Let's talk about that program. I mean, like year in and year out, it's like they don't never rebuild over there. And make them, they just reload, of course. Right. What makes them, and Coach Short is a great coach.
No
I
doubt.
mean, one of the best in the state. But what makes them, them guys just want it, so much and just keep winning?
It's a culture. It's MC Miller, like starting back in the 70s and the 80s. Then he left and went to Louisville and won, and came back and turned the program around that hadn't won in probably 10 plus years. And they didn't just win, they won a championship, right? So, and that's the expectations, that's what not even just like the kids expect, your mom and dad expect it. Like, everybody expects to win, everybody does what it takes to win. There's no excuses. You have kids, getting to practice on horses and four-wheelers. Like, it don't matter how you get there. And, I coached at Louisville, just places that understand what it takes to win. And, I was a head coach at Kemper, the place that never won. But I just took, the stuff that I learned along the way and brought it there, because the standard is the standard. Like, winners win, losers lose, and I think they all have similar ingredients, right? So I took the winning ingredients and just kind of took them, everywhere I've been. And every year as a coach, you want to get better. Every year as a player, you want to get better. So it's all about getting better. If you ain't getting better, you're getting worse. To me, it's no staying the same. And it's all about adapting. Like every year, right now it's about every year. It used to be every 3, 4, 5 years adapting, but you got to adapt every year. Schematically, you got to adapt every year with kids. But to me, like, that's the fun part. Like, we got the best job, it don't, to me, it never is dull. Like, some jobs may get dull, but every day is something different, something new. You're dealing with so many kids from different walks of life, and you're trying to put all this stuff together and make it one unit. It ain't easy, but it's fun. It's like a puzzle. But if you got the right pieces, it's gonna all come together.
Well, we had Coach Taylor on here a few weeks ago. Me and Rob asked him, of course, he was a great receiver at Jackson State before when he played quarterback for, but they moved to receiver.
Mm-hmm.
But they asked him, is that position that you played, is that the one that you really, do you coach it and probably put a little bit more depth in it than anything, the position that you play?
Yes and no, but when you coach, when I came up, the way I came up in the coaching ranks, I coached junior high football. I was the head coach of that. So you familiar with like having to do everything.
Yes, Lord.
And all it does is make you better. Like, so I've been an OC, I've been a DC, I've been a special teams coordinator, and it just helped me learn ball at the lowest level. And I'm always trying to learn and learn more. So everywhere I went, I'm learning. I'm always adapting. I'm always finding new ways to do stuff. I like to tell people this all the time. Like, you don't really see basketball programs saying I'm a point guard coach or a center coach. No, I'm a basketball coach. Like, I'm a football coach. Like, you put me anywhere out there, I can make it work because I've had to do it. So, yeah, I play receiver. Yeah, I'm an offensive guy, so I'm going to lean on that side. But, like, I want all phases of my game to be good, right? So I'm going to put, I'm going to be big on attention to detail, whether it's the kickers, the punters, the D-line, the O-line. I think that's what it takes to win. Like, you can't overlook no phase of your program, no position, no personnel. It's all about player development, and once again, just getting better every day.
And, like you said, and the coaches that's going to follow you going to say the same thing, even me. But you're just as good as your assistants. 100%. So, yeah, at the end of the day, they're the ones that really, we head coach, we coach, but we just also. But your assistant coaches, that's the foundation. Let's talk about some of your assistant coaches.
I got some good ones. Coach Pope, DC, he was with me in Starkville, won the championship there. He left me, went to East, D-line coach, won a championship there. Coach Connor, that's family, grew up together from Knoxville. To me, just the name speaks for itself. He's one of the best to ever play the game. He's been coaching in this league 15 years. Who else I got on staff? Coach Michael Lewis, who's been with me since Starkville. He was a freshman at Mississippi State and volunteered. And I told him, when you ever graduate, I'm going to hire you. I hired him. He was with me in Starkville a total of 6 years. Came with me. Now, so I don't want to miss out on anybody, but I got a great staff right now. And, once again, you're only as good as your staff. It ain't about me. They make me look good on a whole bunch of days. And you want to have those guys, and you want to have guys that have your back. And at the end of the day, is everybody got to have the same philosophy, same mindset in order for us to go in the right direction. You can't have one guy pulling the opposite way, and we don't have that. And I think one of the best things that you can ever have is a great working environment. We work well together because we all really get along, and it's nothing fake about, you know, our bond that we have. And I think the players can feel it. And that's what you get out of your players. You got more of a family. Yes, indeed. You know, right. So great working environment. I think you get great results.
Well, Coach, I'm gonna tell you, I'm proud of you. And you know, I already know you've been a hard worker. You're a good coach, but you're an even better person.
I appreciate it.
So look, we're gonna try to make it one of these games. I know I'll be at that Homes game.
You got no choice. You gotta come.
I gotta come.
No excuse.
I'm gonna have Rob with me. You
gotta come.
I'm gonna have Rob with me. We're gonna thank you, Coach, for joining us, man. You gonna come back sometime?
I'll be back. Especially, I got good steaks here too. With my card, I don't get no card for.
We're gonna get you something. Miss Nick's gonna get you. Our producer's gonna get you something.
I'm hungry. I've been in the heat all day.
All right, we'll be right back with TJ Nightingale with Belhaven College University.
Hi, I'm Josh Trim with Pennington and Trim Alarms. It's our mission to help protect your family and your home with the latest and greatest in technology. With summer coming to an end and school starting back, now is the perfect time to do just that. Give us a call today for your free quote at 601-939-5231. Let us in, we'll keep them out.
Accidents happen, and the Abston Law Firm wants to help you. Don't feel overwhelmed with disruptions to your life that accidents and injuries bring. Let Willie Abston work for you. At Abston Law Firm, you're important to us. Protecting your rights and helping you meet your future needs is our main goal. We take pride in servicing our clients. We provide you with knowledgeable, caring legal representation. We are experienced and dedicated to helping you. Call for your free consultation today. Abston Law, located at 1307 Airport Road in Flowood.
And we're here at House Grill, located at 320 West Pearl Street in Jackson, Mississippi. Phone number is 601-398-0151. Because we had a little time trying to find you. Weren't trying to eat sneaking, snakes.
I was checking out the museum.
The museum?
I'm a history guy, so I wanted to walk around and get to know a little bit about the music history in the state of Mississippi.
Well, look, welcome back, man. This ain't your first rodeo on Talking Sports Live, and we're glad you was able to make it. Coach CJ Nightingale, the head coach for Belhaven University. And, you know, I know tonight we got your cross, how can I say? I ain't going to say cross town rival. I'm going to say across the street rival.
Yeah, just up the road.
Yeah, like y'all just walk right across the street from each other. So it should be an interesting matchup when you guys play on the first game of the year.
Absolutely.
And that's going to be something special. And so right now, we want to tell us about the Belhaven program, you know, where you're from, you know, how you get to Jackson, things of that nature. Yeah. And we look at the outlook for Belhaven University.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, appreciate you guys having me on again. Always enjoy talking ball and talking about Belhaven. But yeah, my wife and I are originally from the Midwest. We're from Michigan, and the Lord called us down to Jackson, Mississippi, and Belhaven University 2 years ago, and we absolutely love it. We love the people. We love the culture, just the state that we're a part of now, and our kids love it too. So it's really exciting, and Belhaven's been a great opportunity for us. We have great people, we have great support, and so we just want to continue to build this thing and get better.
Well, I tell you what, did the Lord tell you about this heat?
I don't know about that. We keep getting asked about it, but it is different. But I'll take this weather, the Midwest. Yes, the Midwest winters.
What part of Michigan are you from?
We're from Southwest Michigan. So Kalamazoo is kind of my home area, and Grand Rapids is my wife's home area.
How far is that from the University of Michigan?
2.5 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're west side of the state. Everybody else is kind of east side. Yep.
All right. How far are you from Detroit?
3 hours.
3 hours.
Yeah. Where my parents are from is equidistance between Detroit and Chicago. Yeah.
Well, I tell you what. Tell us about, first of all, let's talk about, last year's record, your outlook for this year's record, and then the team, and, who may be impact players that you may you got coming back and some new ones that you may have?
Yeah, I get asked that question all the time, and it's hard to answer how 25 was. Because I look at it as I know we made improvements. We know we got better. The record shows that. And our players worked their tails off. They did what we asked them to do. We got better. But when you lose the conference championship game, that really, really sucks.
Yes.
And that's what's hard is that's kind of how we ended the year. And you win that game in November, you're in the playoffs, and you're talking about having a really, really historical season for Belhaven football. That's kind of where I look at it from looking in the past. Like, I wish I could have finished this year right with those seniors and those guys. And now, on the flip side of that, our guys are really hungry, and they've had a really good offseason with the spring semester, with spring ball, and everything that they have done up to this point. About now, what do we have to do to get to that point again in November, win that game so that we're doing what we're supposed to do from a conference outlook to have a shot in the playoffs.
All right, well, let's go over the schedule.
All right, let's do it.
Let's run it down. Okay, Thursday, September the 3rd, you will play Milsaps College, the majors. It will be on the campus of Milsaps?
It will be. It'll be up there.
That would be a barn burner. They say it like Jim Ross, a slobber knocker. September the 12th, you play East Texas Baptist in the Belhaven Bowl Stadium at home. Then you will host September 19th against Central College. You got a bye week.
Then we have bye week.
On the 26th. The October 3rd, you play Bradford College in North Carolina.
Correct.
Okay. Now October 10th, North Carolina Western at home. October 17th, you go to Greensboro College in Greensboro, North Carolina. October 24th, you play Southern Virginia at home. October 31st, you go to Methodist University in Fayetteville, North Carolina. November the 7th, LeGrand College at home. And you wrap up the season November 14th at Huntington College in Montgomery, Alabama.
Yeah.
And just like our ex-coach Jones, I'm at you too. What game on here are you looking forward to? What game? I know one game you're looking forward to. I ain't got to tell you about what's another game you're looking forward to. One game I already know that what you're looking forward to, and they looking forward to y'all too for bragging rights. Cross the street rights, there we go.
Correct.
So what other game, what conference game or other game on here you made?
Yeah, obviously September 3rd, Riverside Rumble is the game that you're alluding to. And
yes.
We're excited for that, and it's great for our campuses, great for the city of Jackson
it
too.
Is.
It's 1 mile away from field to field. It's equidistance from my office to both fields, which is pretty cool. Outside of that, you look at our schedule, and we have 3 opponents that are really talented in our conference with Brevard, LaGrange, and Huntington. If there's a game on there that I'm looking forward to the most, I think our guys would say November 7th, because that's who won our conference last year, and LaGrange, and they did a good job representing our conference in the playoffs too. And we want to get an opportunity to get to that point where we can play them again for the conference championship.
Well, you got them at home?
Yep, we got them at home, senior day.
Yeah, and that's senior day, so there's a lot of pressure on those guys to go out with a bang. So it's going to be interesting, to see how the season goes. But looking at this schedule, it seems to be pretty balanced, with home games and away games. So you're not really on the road a lot. This year you got more home games, it looks like, than you did away games. That's always a plus.
Yeah, we have 5-5 this year, but with one of those 5 away games being literally up the street.
Up the street,
yeah. It doesn't cost us and doesn't hurt us from a physical travel standpoint either. But we do have 3 big North Carolina trips, and that's what's hard about our conference. And that's what's hard about the South Region and Division III football, is that the conferences are so spread out. So every other week in October, we'll go to North Carolina.
Coaches over there agreeing with you, shaking your head like he agreed with everything you said. I always wanted to know this. This is an interesting question. Me and Rob was talking about this. When y'all play each other, do y'all get on the bus or y'all just walk across the street?
We get on the bus. We get on the bus.
You get on the bus to go 1 mile.
Yeah. We get on
oh, my.
Yeah, I was going
to. You used to walk. The players used to walk. Everybody except for the equipment people, they bring the equipment. But y'all used to walk. Oh my! So you just get on the bus. So you get on the bus, you crank up the bus, and say, "We here."
Yep, we're here.
Yep. Oh my! That is very interesting. I got to tell Rob when I see him. Y'all
no, it's a really cool situation, and it's a great opportunity for both campuses and a great rivalry for D3 football.
Tell you what, great, 2 great schools, 2 great universities. I got so much respect for Belhaven and Milsaps, and we was at Milsaps, a few weeks ago, doing the show. Great facilities. You guys have great facilities, so it should be interesting. And I might try to make it on that 3rd. I mean, we might have to go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
It'll be
What's
the
your
first D3 football game of the season. So
Yeah.
there you go.
We need to go.
All right.
We get free passes.
Well,
I need to talk to him.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm not the host.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to him, nigga.
At the bowl, you will.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to him, but nigga, when I got he gonna do it. Yeah. But let's talk about your coaching staff.
Yeah.
You know, anybody that's staying, like tell us about your coaching staff.
Yeah, we did not lose anybody this offseason, and so our offensive coordinator Josh Sharon and his staff with Maiwa Sagala, Brady Ackerman, Brad Foley are all coming back, and then defensively, same deal with myself, Coach Harris, Coach Nix, and Coach Jones and Coach Locke. So we've been fortunate to have great retention on the coaching staff, and you build a program by keeping people who have been there and invested in it.
Yeah, I was at CS's one day last year, getting some lunch, and your coaching staff was there.
Okay.
So we came up at the same time to talk, and the guy is the guy with a bald head, I think.
Bald head.
Yeah. He kind of like stout like guy, but he was real nice. And he said, "Hey, I know you." I said, "How do you know me?" He said, "You had Coach Nightingale on y'all show on y'all podcast." I said, "We sure did." Yeah, but they were some good guys.
Yeah, they are.
And I said, "Y'all over here talking football?" He said, "No, we over here to eat." But they were some good guys, and as my season was going, that was before the season started last year.
Yeah.
And expectations around Belhaven is high.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah. We got to continue to build it and continue to keep those high standards every time.
I tell you what, the facility, that new football field is beautiful.
They did a good job.
They did a real good job. So anything else you may want to add about the season?
No, I think our schedule follows up really well. Like you said, we got 3 non-conference games, and then our 7 conference games that follow up after the bye. All home games are free at the bowl, so anybody in the area that want to be a part of any home game, just come out. You don't need to have a pass. You can just show up and you'll be ready to go.
Well, we don't need a pass. They got home. It's free.
Yeah.
What about Milsaps?
You got to ask them.
I'm going to ask him when he come on here. I'm going to ask him when he come on here. But, at the end of the day, I think, it's 2 great programs coached by, 2 good guys, 2 good coaches. And, we want to wish you luck.
Appreciate it.
And in your endeavors and try to make it back to the playoffs.
Absolutely.
Y'all in the same conference?
We are not. We're not in the same conference. And so that's what's awesome about this game being week 1. It can be a non-conference game that kind of sets the tone. And I know Coach Lechtenberg will say it too in terms of it sets a really good measuring stick for the rest of the season because of where we are competitively in our conferences. They're competitive in theirs. Obviously, we are in ours as well.
Yes, and it should be an interesting matchup. It's going to be jam-packed.
Yep, it will
It's going to be jam-packed, I tell you that. So I know we kind of Nix, Bernard, Rob, he may be doing something. He might not come. He may be selling something. Who knows?
Jamie,
He's going to ride with me.
Jamie, we may do our podcast from there.
We may do a podcast over there.
Let's do it.
Okay. Well, I tell you what, we did one at Milsaps. We're going to do one at Belhaven. We're going to show equal love. And we just want to say, we wish you luck, Coach, and on your endeavors this year. We hope you win the conference and go on to the playoffs.
Thank you. Appreciate it, guys.
Anything else you want to add?
No, I think I'm good if you guys are good.
I think we're good.
All right. Awesome.
All right. I tell you what, we'll be right back with Talking Sports Live here at Iron Horse Grill in downtown Jackson.
Hi, I'm Josh Trim with Pennington & Trimble Lawrence. It's our mission to help protect your family and your home with the latest and greatest in technology. With summer coming to an end and school starting back, now is the perfect time to do just that. Give us a call today for your free quote at 601-939-5231. Let us in, we'll keep them out.
Accidents happen, and the Abston Law Firm wants to help you. Don't feel overwhelmed with disruptions to your life that accidents and injuries bring. Let Willie Abston work for you. At Abston Law Firm, you're important to us. Protecting your rights and helping you meet your future needs is our main goal. And we take pride in servicing our clients. We provide you with knowledgeable, caring legal representation. We are experienced and dedicated to helping you. Call for your free consultation today. Abston Law, located at 1307 Airport Road in Flowood.
Welcome back to Talking Sports Live here at Iron Horse Grill in downtown Jackson, located at 320 West Pearl Street. Their phone number is 601-398-0151. If you want to order some good catfish, this is the place to be. I tell you what, Coach, it is delicious.
Yep.
And we got a special guest tonight, I'm glad that you didn't hit the Belhaven coach when you passed him. I thought y'all looked at each other and the music started playing.
Oh, yeah.
Brandon Lechtenberg, how you doing, brother?
Doing good. Excited for football season to get here.
You ready?
I'm ready to start coaching football. I don't know if I got all the organizational stuff ready yet, all the head coaching stuff, but I'm ready.
It'll come.
Yep.
This is your what years?
Going into year 3.
Year 3.
Yep.
The third year was hired in 24, right?
Yep. 24 was our first season, and going year 3 right now.
What was your record last year?
We were 6-4 a year ago.
Okay.
First winning record since 2013 or 14 at Milsaps College.
Where you from?
Originally, I'm from Nebraska.
Okay.
It's a long way from home.
Long way.
Yep.
So let me ask you a question. How you feel about this heat?
I'm used to it now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was an assistant coach at Milsaps College for 6 years. I met my wife here. She's from Gallman, here south of town a little ways. So that's probably why I came back. That wife has a huge influence on where you end up living.
That's right. That is true. Very, very, very true. I'm married to understand. But let's talk about the outlook of the Milsaps program. What you're expecting in the newcomers that you're looking forward to, or any old guys that you may come back that's coming back that has some impact on the program.
Yeah, I think coming in 2024, we had a lot of work to do, and went 5-5 year 1 and 6-4 year 2, and I think we feel like this is our best group of returners we've had at Milsaps since I've been back in the last couple of years. I guess some names to highlight: Grant Bizjack was the offensive newcomer of the year a year ago, our quarterback, and will probably be one of the top quarterbacks in the league again. On the offensive side of the ball, we've got a center that's been a 4-year starter for us, and Eric Contreras, and we're bringing back 2 really good running backs, and then a couple new guys coming in that are going to, I think, surprise some people as well. Our receiver core, I think, is probably the most talented we've had in my going in 3 years here. So I'm really excited for what our offense can do. On the defensive side of the ball, we are bringing back, I think it's 3 out of our 4 starting defensive linemen, which is huge when you can be anchored at that position. And we're bringing back Jamye Rankins, a linebacker that got injured a year ago. He was really missed, had an ACL injury in the fall, and we're excited to have him back. And then we're also bringing back a strong secondary. Brewer Bailey was an all-conference player a year ago, and Cole Williams played a big role. We've got 2 corners in William Carver and Justin Smith that have started every game at Milsaps College for 2 years, one in the third year 3. So this is the first time I feel like we're bringing experience back at a lot of key positions for us.
You saying that you ain't got it together on the head coaching stuff, organization, but it seems like it to me. You know your players, guys that's coming in that may contribute, but I tell you what, right now we're going to go over the schedule.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, September 3rd, y'all play you know who.
Yep, Riverside Rumble.
Yeah, what they just call it? The Riverside, Oh, that he said that y'all catch the bus and go over there. That was fascinating to me about, it's a mile away. I tell my player, walk across the street. I meet you at the dressing room. But y'all actually get on the bus and just go across the street.
Yeah, we do ride a bus as well. So I don't know if it's needed or not needed.
That's all right, though. That's all right. But I tell you, then September 12th, you play Centenary College. You go there.
Yep.
September 19th, you play at home against Hendrix College.
Yep, and that'll be a Hall of Fame game for us.
Hall of Fame.
Yep. We've got, I think, 6 new members going to the Milsaps College Hall of Fame, including 2 football players that won, I believe, 4 consecutive conference championships when they were here back in Mike DeBoe's area from 2006 to 2010.
So that Hall of Fame game, those Hall of Fame inductees will be all sports?
All sports, yep.
Okay.
Yep.
October 3rd.
Night game.
Rose College here in home, yes.
Yep.
October 10th, we got Central College, that's going to be at home.
Yep.
October 17th, University of the South.
Yep, former SEC.
That's right. It's going to be there, you travel there. October 24th, you play for homecoming, Trinity University.
Yep.
October 31st, you go to Southwestern University. October the 7th, you got senior day at home against Berry College. And then you wrap up the season November 14th against Maryville College. Any of these teams, besides the one that's across the street from you, that you're looking forward to playing?
The whole schedule is going to be a fun run for us. Obviously, the Riverside Rumble, our kids know each other. They go to school a mile away.
Yes.
They hang out. some of them hang out, so there's a lot of relationships there. That's going to be a critical first game for us. Then we get into Centenary and Hendricks are actually going to be in our conference 2 years from now.
Okay.
So those are kind of some preludes to the SCAC when we join that conference in 2027. Rhodes is a historic rivalry of Milsaps College. All the alumni that's up in Memphis, Tennessee. That'll be a night game at 5 o'clock, so it'll be a fun one to be able to get a big crowd. There's a bunch of other soccer games, volleyball games, all going on that day.
Same day.
So that's going to be a great day to be on campus in Jackson, Mississippi. And then as you get into the back half of the season, I mean, we're hoping to be in, I call them the championship rounds as you get into October and November. And that's, I think, one of the cool things we've done at Milsaps last year is we were playing meaningful games in the last half of the game, games that impacted the playoffs games, and we're hoping to be in that same boat. Trinity and Berry are top 25 programs. They're traditional top 25 teams. They're preseason top 25 programs. So those are going to be big games. We have them both at home this year, so that's going to be a lot of fun for us.
But Trinity has always been tough.
Yeah,
It's always been a tough out for you guys. And what I would say probably what place did you finish last year in the conference?
I believe we finished 4th last year. So
it's a tough conference.
Oh yeah. There was a.
But you finished 6 and 4. You finished 4th.
Mm-hmm. There was a recent power ranking that came out that had us ranked second, our conference ranked second of all the 28 to 30 Division III conferences. So we were 1 or 2. So we have, by all accounts, a very, very tough conference for sure.
So expectations are high.
Yes. Expectations have always been high within the program. I think that's how we were able to jump from 1 win to 5 wins year one. I think we're reaching a point where there's expectations from outside the program for the first time, which is fun. Hard fun.
Yeah. Well, Coach, let me tell you, I got a little history thing right here. But I was the next across the street neighbor when I bought my house to Hopper Davis.
Really?
Yes. I moved in that day. I moved in August the 1st, 2009. And it was a, older white gentleman came out and he said, "Welcome to the neighborhood." And I said, "Thank you. I appreciate you." And we just talking and talking. I said, "That guy looks familiar." So, we just kept talking. He said, "Well, they got a football field named after me up there at Milsaps." Yep. And I said, "You're Coach Davis?" And he was always a nice gentleman. And every time, when he come home, I would always look out for him because I met his grandson. Yep. And he was older then. His grandson told me just look out for him and things of that nature. And then they eventually moved him to Alabama with his son. And of course, unfortunately, he passed a few years ago. His grandson came down there and thanked me for, looking out for him and everything. But he was truly a nice guy. And he was telling me about, the tradition at Milsaps and things of that nature. He said, "Look, when that field was, it takes a lot of hard work for a field to be named after, which it did because he was a winner and everybody knew that." And so, do you feel yourself, like trying to reach that level, or? And I know you probably say you may not be able to reach that level, but do you want to be in the same conversation?
Do I want to? Yeah. Absolutely. In fact, Harper Davis was a big part of my motivation to come back and take this job. I think when I was looking at where the program was at, it was easy to say, well, it's not winning the games that we wanted to win. But I looked at Harper Davis's time here and said, you know what, when there's been somebody here consistently for a long, and that's critical in winning football games, when you have longevity of the coaching staff, and it wasn't just Harper, it was Tommy Raniger, his defensive coordinator the entire time. Sure. Yeah, so I knew there was a model in here, and you just bringing up Harper Davis, I can think of a whole bunch of alumni that played for him that I've got to build relationships with over the last couple of years that'll just be excited to hear his name because he's why they're still involved with the program, and he's why they care so much about the football program here at Milsaps College. So
he was a great
absolutely guy. Trying to rebuild that pride and then get back to where he had the program. That is absolutely the goal.
He was a great guy. He was a great coach, but he's a good person too. I asked him, I said, "Well, why you didn't move, to somewhere?" He said, "Look, me and my wife bought this house almost 30 years ago and it's paid for." He said, "Why would I go somewhere and give me another note?" And then he said he liked the neighborhood. So he was fine, being there after his wife passed. He said he wasn't gonna go anywhere. But unfortunately, health, problems had him, down, so he had to move in with his son in Alabama. So, but any people you want to mention on the coaching staff right quick?
Oh, the coaching staff, our assistant coach, and they talk about longevity. I've had 4 assistants here with me the entire time I've been here. Coach Corrado, Coach Ball, and Coach Leonardo, Coach Baptiste, and Coach Martin have been with me for this entire stretch, and that's critical. That consistency. We've had a couple new coaches come in that I'm really, really excited for. I think this coaching staff we have this year, it's going to be exciting to build off of what we've been doing, and I can't tell you how excited I am to keep this thing going in the right direction.
Coach, look, we appreciate you coming on tonight, taking out your busy schedule, and thinking that you come talk a little Talking Sports Live. We want to bring you back sometime when you get a little time, and maybe we can do like a mid-season review.
Oh yeah.
Where you at, where you look at, plan on going, things of that nature, like an update. We want to thank you so much. Anything you want to add before we leave?
No, come on out. We've got 6 home games at Milsaps College. It's a great atmosphere to watch a football game in. We'd love to have. It's great for the family. Come on out.
We appreciate it. But I tell you what, September 3rd. Now look, don't forget our faces.
Yep.
We want some passes.
We're gonna do our podcast at Jamie.
That's the guy right there.
That's the guy to
Yeah, but no,
we're gonna do our podcast. We're gonna do a show Thursday.
Look, great facilities. Also, we went there and did our podcast a few weeks ago over there with some great facilities. But we want to thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next week on Talking Sports Live, and we're here live at Iron Horse Grill in downtown Jackson. See you next week. You can clap now.
You can clap now.